Hey everyone! I'm just going to check to make sure that I am on the right page. I have not gone live on this page in so long. Just want to make sure that I'm on the right spot. Oh, I think it's showing that I'm going live now. Great! So I'm going to be talking to you guys. I just realized I did not put a title in here. I am going to be talking to you guys about children and essential oils. There we go. La 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 la. Obviously, I was not quite prepared. Alrighty. So, as you guys are rolling in here live, I would like to chat with you about using essential oils safely with your children. So, if you have any questions, get those prepared. And as soon as I see your comments, I will answer those. But otherwise, I'm going to focus on the material that you guys can find inside our new learning center. So let me share my screen with you. So let me turn this around and share my screen with you. So some of you are probably familiar with our library. Let me shut these off now that we're started. This is inside of our library, and what I've added is something brand new, and that is our learning center. Let me zoom in a bit so those of you on mobile can see better. And inside of our learning center is going to be a bunch of information. I say going to be because right now it's limited. But let me tell you, we cover some of the most common topics and questions that you guys have. So this is inside of our learning center right here. This is a free membership area that you guys can join if you go to leahjacobson.com. Look for the Learning Center words or scroll down until you see the yellow Learning Center logo, and you can enroll for absolutely free. You can access all of our information. So before I get started on children, let me just explain why I've done it this way, why I've swapped over to the Learning Center, and that's for a couple of reasons. Not only is it easier for me to organize all of the information, but it's also easier for you guys to view and access the information. Now, rather than a very long blog post that you have to scroll forever, especially on your phone, you get a well-organized membership area that you can click on depending on the topic of your question right under the main topic headers. So things are super easy to find. If it's a download, it will have this symbol here. There's other things too that you guys can access and download here. And again, I'm going to be working really hard, I have already, but adding more and more information for you guys to access. So this is the topic of children. I know it's super popular. A lot of you want to know what you can use with your children. So there are some basic guidelines. There are essential oils safe to use with children. There are some that are not safe to use with children that you do want to avoid. There is a time when if you personally would like to use the essential oils that may not be safe around your children, what you can do, as well as our free download, the guide to using essential oils safely with children, which has a lot of this information in one download. So, using essential oils around children is not necessarily going to be the best thing you want to do, and it has nothing to do with brand. Using the strongest, most highest quality, most potent essential oils can be the ones that can actually cause the most damage because they are so strong and they are so potent. So you want to be very careful, especially with your high quality essential oils, that you are using them safely, because safety is about the essential oil. It's not just about, or always about, or sometimes ever about the brand. Obviously, you don't want to go ahead and use Best Buy essential oils or Walmart essential oils on your children or on yourself, but know that the highest quality essential oils are also very potent and can cause issues with everybody, especially children. So there's a lot of information here on our main information post about children with all of these links that you can click on to view the other sections, but I'm just going to use this, which is the same thing. I'm just going to use the menu here to share this information with you. So in brief, essential oils should be used cautiously and with intention, and that is key. You want to have a reason to use essential oils with your children. You don't want to just put them on just because. You don't want to just diffuse them just because. You want to have a specific reason for using essential oils. And again, that's not just for your children, it's actually for everybody. It is recommended generally that essential oils should not be used with babies under the age of 6 months old because they have thinner skin, they have immature immune systems, they are just developing, so it's pretty much anything. You want to be very, very careful with children under the age of 6 months old. Now, after the age of 6 months, you can start diffusing child-safe essential oils that are not unsafe for children, if you have a specific reason and you want to keep the time limited. After the age of 2, generally speaking, it's now going to be okay to use essential oils properly diluted for specific reasons, topically on the skin when needed. Now, that being said, there are some exceptions. If your 18-month-old gets a bug bite, you can use the lavender. If your 1-year-old breaks out in hives, there are things you can use. There are different things that you can use on your under 2-year-old children that, kind of break the rules when it comes to these general guidelines because they're in distress. They just got stung by a bee. If you're telling me I can't use lavender or helichrysum essential oils on my screaming 1-year-old, I'm going to tell you, guess what? It's okay. It's okay in that situation, but these are just some general guidelines. And if you have any questions about what might be okay or not okay, if you have any questions about these guidelines, please feel free to leave a comment, either here or over here on the website, either place, and I can answer you as soon as I see them. Now, there are some essential oils that are known to be safe to use with children. By the way, when you enroll and you log in, you can click on these stars and have them saved in your favorites. So if there are any posts that you want to make sure you don't lose, if you want to make sure that you remember exactly where they are, click the star and that will bring it right up to your favorites list right here at the top for easy access. Now, these are my personal list of top 12 essential oils that I would recommend that you can use with children. There are obviously more essential oils that are safe to use, but when used appropriately in the right situations with a proper dilution and the proper application, you can use the following essential oils. And I've given you some tips of what they can be used for. For example, bergamot, these specific botanical names sometimes are important. You can diffuse for daytime calming. Cedarwood Atlas is great for nighttime sedating. So you can find all of that information here on this page. Again, it is included in our downloadable guide as well. And then I have another list of essential oils that are also safe for children in case you want a list of essential oils that you know are going to be safe for children. You can grab your copy by clicking here. I also have it in the menu here as well, your guide to using essential oils safely with children, so that you can print that out and you can have that available to you anytime you need it. Now, there are 14 essential oils that I would definitely say to avoid using with children, but you need to pay attention to the species or chemotype where applicable, because some essential oils may have the same or similar name, but it's the particular chemotype or species that you want to be aware of. So just keep in mind that. Here are some common essential oils that you may be aware of, that you may be using, that are not in fact safe to use around children. So I've listed some of those for you. I've let you know which ages should not use them, if it's inhalation or topical use or both. I've listed those here for you as well. And again, it's available in the download for printing off as well. Now, when you personally want to use the essential oils that your children are not allowed to be around because it may be unsafe for them, you can do that in a couple of different ways. You can, number one, if it's an essential oil that you wish to inhale, let me just show you up close, you can use a personal inhaler. So they look like this. They also come in plastic, but these are my fancy aluminum and glass ones that I absolutely love. And you can add your essential oils to the wick inside. You can breathe it right through the holes on the top. And you can carry this around in your pocket. You can put it in your purse. And guess what? You can safely inhale the essential oils that may not be safe for your children in your own little private space. So you can pull this out. If you're in the car, you can pull it out and you can waft it under your nose and you can breathe it in, and you are not exposing your entire car or your entire room or household that may have children that can't be exposed to it. You are just exposing it to yourself. So that is going to be my number one best tip for using essential oils that aren't safe for children for you. And if you do decide to diffuse essential oils not safe for children, just make sure they're not in the room. Let the room air out after diffusing before you let them in, just to make sure that they don't inhale. So if they're at school all day, or if they're at a friend's house, or if they're outside, you can feel free to diffuse. Just make sure that you air it out before they come in so they can't inhale and smell that aroma anymore. Now, if you want to use essential oils for yourself, say you have a blend, it's a muscle blend and it has peppermint essential oil in it that's not safe for under age 6 years old, you can apply it under your clothing. So you can apply it in the morning, you can get dressed, you can have it under your clothes, and as long as you're not slathering it on in a high dilution right in front of them, they're not going to smell it. So here are some specific guidelines for applying under clothing, if you're applying topically to exposed skin, and how long approximately that you should wait. But the key is, as long as they can't smell it, they're not going to have a reaction. They're not going to be exposed to it. So you can prevent adverse reactions in that way. So yes, you also can clean with essential oils. Just make sure that they are not in the same room as you are cleaning. And if they are, then you want to make sure that you are using essential oils that are safe for them to inhale. So clicking on this part in the menu, you can download the guide, Using Essential Oils Safely with Children, that has this information in here for you so that you can print it off and have it handy. But let me just say, this membership area is super handy to have on your phone. You can actually save a little app button right on your phone that links you right to there. And I think I actually have a link here. So when you log into the main area, you can click on this tutorial and that will show you how to put an app shortcut right on your phone. I have mine right here. So I get to click on it, the library is open, and then from there I can access all of the information. And that is super handy having on your phone. But obviously, if you want to print that out, you absolutely can. So that is something that you are able to do if you wish by clicking here, and it will download immediately for you. So that is just one topic that we have available right inside our brand new Learning Center that you can find right over at leahjacobson.com. Look for the yellow Learning Center logo. You can click right in there and enroll, and you can have access to all of that information. And again, more is coming. Super, super fun. So if you have any questions, please feel free to leave those in the comments below, even if you're watching the replay, and I will get on and answer you as soon as I see them. Just know, if you leave comments in the member area, I actually get an email right away as soon as you leave a comment. Facebook notifications are not very reliable, so I may not see them as quickly, just so you know. But I hope everyone has a great evening. If you have any questions, of course, please ask. And if this has been helpful to you, it may be helpful to somebody else, and you know what to do with that. All right, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye.